Another demo of REST-Point. Today we're going to take a look at the GraphQL support in REST-Point prototypes. So we're building on our previous iterations where we have our stock portfolio application, portfolio stocks, we have our best stock and our stocks, and we've gone through all the different uses of this through our iteration videos. We modified resources, data types, we implemented our error responses, used path parameters, modified data, logic, response overrides, webhooks, and our documents. And one thing that we'll look at now is the GraphQL support. So if you look at GraphQL, we're calling this really an initial basic support, which is still a development, kind of the early beta type support for GraphQL. And the idea is to give you a little feel for what GraphQL would look like and for the information that you're trying to give on your APIs. So when you create your paths, there's automatically a database created for these paths. And now what we do is we really just plug GraphQL as another layer that can work on that data. So if we take a look at using portfolios, for example, we're going to use a GraphQL layer on top of our data collections or our DB to give you a GraphQL layer. So I can hit query and I can hit run, and you'll see we should see a list of our portfolios comes up. If I didn't want IDs to be there, I can click run. And if you see here, I can do creates, updates, deletes, and you'll see on portfolios, if I did want to only deal with my ID of one portfolio, I can hit run, and you'll see I just get my one ID of one. So you'll see, to give you a feel for it, this is how you can do creates, updates, and delete all with your GraphQL. And you can step through each of these to try them. So if you take a look at the portfolios and nested collections, you'll see portfolios, and you can specify the properties you want in that. Stocks are treated just very similar, that you can now specify stocks. It's treated as another kind of property in your query. So now you can specify those, and you'll notice too, the exchange, that is a data type that has its own properties. So you see, you can run this, and that will show you all the portfolios and stocks on your list. So you'll see there's the various lists, and you can sort of have some fun with seeing what it's like for a GraphQL front end on your API. But what this is for is to help API designers start getting a feel for, if they will create an API, they're deciding between REST and GraphQL, or maybe offering both. This can help with sort of giving you a start of the feel to really see what's coming, or what would be the issues of having this type of interface and letting your users try it out. And it's basic support right now. You'll see in the future you will be able to start adding in your own custom calls, because when you combine the custom calls with logic, we should be able to provide you even more powerful GraphQL prototyping in the future. And then in the end, you can generate the GraphQL schema, which you can then import into Postman and run GraphQL statements. So that concludes this demo. Just wanted to give a little understanding of what the GraphQL feature is for REST-Point prototypes. Thank you.